How I passed security checkpoints to supply ammunitions, cocaine to bandits, physically challenged man explained. My people, this is the new way things are going on now in the country, and they use all sort of tricks and persons to, to get their equipment and to get their ammunitions and what have you. Now, this physically challenged man passed through security checkpoints. When you look at people and because they are physically challenged, you feel, okay, this one will not be that kind of person. There is not supposed to be any kind of, differences between, people who are well, or anybody, if you have any physical challenge. We're supposed to have a society where everybody is treated, accordingly and treated as one. What is happening right now is because the army would have seen that it's a physically challenged person, do not know that that is their very, very source and person who gets them everything they need. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details to the new tactics that this Fulani bandits are currently doing. Usman Yusuf, a 61-old physically challenged man who supply hard drugs and arms to bandits, terrorists, and other criminals across the country, has revealed how he's been using his disability to deceive security personnel at checkpoints to carry drugs without being detected, as well as arms. Usman said he has been transporting hard drugs and arms from different parts of the country to bandits. He moves from Anambra State to Nasarawa to other states across the country. So the bandits in Nasarawa, bandits in Anambra State, this is the very guy supplying them, where he delivers the hard drugs as well as the arms. According to him, he puts the drugs using cocaine in his pockets, and his traveling bags is where he carries the arms, and he supplies them to his people who already knows that are waiting for him, that he does such. He said because of his disability, security agencies at checkpoints usually have pity on him, exempt him from being searched while they search other passengers. And this is how he cleverly and quietly take arms and drugs across the country. He said drivers and passengers also show him compassion until he gets to his destination, and his luggages are usually kept. Everybody saying, look after him. Musa told the Sun that he usually hands over the drugs and arms to his partner, a 27-year-old Hamed Shahib in Nasarawa, who would take the drugs and arms to the bandits in the enclaved, collect money, and bring it back to him. He said his disability track is why he gives the drugs to his partner, who happens to be a native of Nasarawa State, who then supplies it to the criminals, get money, and then give it back to him, give him his share, and the proceeds, and the crime rate continues. This he said he has been doing until men of the police STS swap on him following an intelligence report. Musa claimed he went into the cocaine and arms business because of the huge profits in it. He said he gets his supply from one Odego, a major dealer in the area. According to him, he buys the gram of cocaine for 8,000 naira and sell it at 10,000 to his customers. The arms, he said, is delivered to him from another source, which he cleverly puts in his bags and carries along. That he does not sell, but get paid for transporting it. He said, however, he sells at a special price to the bandit because of the risk involved. Transporting this kind of things to various area is very risky. He said, my name is Musa Usman. I go to Anambra State, Nasarawa State. I speak English, Igbo, Hausa fluently. I was arrested in Nasarawa State with 20 grams of cocaine. I've already delivered the arms that were with me. I am from Sokoto State, but I live in Obaze and in the forests around Anambra and so I know how to speak Igbo. I got into the selling of the cocaine when I was asked to deliver arms due to my physically challenged state, and I was paid heavily. Gradually, the arms carrying, accompanied with the drug selling, became very profitable. I'm usually looked upon with pity, so this gives me leverage and I'm able to move around undetected. So this is how a physically challenged man who people will look at and rather. So this is what happens. Yes, you see a physically challenged person, however challenged he is, whatever capacity of challenge he has. And guess what? People take pity on him. People, help him, like you heard him say. People, even in the vehicle. This is how he's been transporting even arms. He stays in the Anambra forest where he cleverly, move around with arms and the rest and undetected. People take pity on him and say, this guy is physically challenged. They assist him, they help him, not knowing is one of the criminals. So you see, he was caught in Nasarawa State and his route is Nasarawa, Anambra. So he's the one that supplies the arms and cocaine and the hard drugs in between. You see, it's because of the way our country is where there is we write off people. What I mean by that is, for the fact that someone is physically challenged does not mean he cannot do other things that people do, whether good or bad. So they should be treated equally with fairness, inclusive in the society, and what is good for one is good for all. If we have that kind of mindset and orientation, if we're searching somebody who is okay, we should also check a physically challenged person without any form of bias. So the bias here that people will have and say, oh, he's a physically challenged person, let's not be too hard on him. It's actually the very basis of the downfall. That was the yardstick in which he was using to perpetrate this crime. And just imagine, people are sitting in the vehicle. I've even assisted him with his bags and all that, not knowing he's carrying arms. Forget about the cocaine for a minute, to go and distribute to bandits. Can you imagine? So you are seated in a vehicle, not knowing that the person you just assisted is actually carrying the arms that the bandits will use to. Can you just picture that kind of scenario? You see, so let's really treat people as, not based on whether they are having one deformity or the other. No, let's treat people together as one. Leave us a comment. What do you think? Bye for now.